Hey guys, I am Amit Kumar and in this video we are going to talk about CSS selectors, where we will learn how to select a specific element in HTML for styling in CSS. So without wasting any time further, let's proceed with this video. And guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to stay updated with proper Salesforce tutorials and want to watch more tutorials, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Also, if you have thoughts or question, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear from you and promise I will read every single one. Thank you so much guys, and now you can proceed with the video. Now CSS selectors are used to select the HTML elements that we want to style. CSS selectors are divided into 5 main categories, which are simple selectors, combinator selectors, pseudo class selectors, pseudo element selectors, and attribute selectors. Now once we use a specific selector, our main job in CSS is to provide the property and value for styling that specific element. In this video, we are going to focus on simple selectors. Simple selectors allow us to select elements based on the name, ID, or class of the element. Now for selecting the element by its name, we just need to provide the name of the element. For example, if we want to style the paragraph, we will just provide P, and thereafter we will provide the declaration block where we will provide the property name and value for that specific element. And then after all the P tags, all the paragraph tags in that HTML file will get that specific style. Now for selecting the element by its ID, we need to provide the value of the ID attribute of the element with the hashtag. So for example, if a specific element is having an ID myPara, and if we want to style that specific element, we will use hashtag myPara and then the declaration block where we will provide the property name and the value. Now providing a style with this selector will provide the unique style to that element as an ID and can be provided only to a specific element in a file. Now for selecting the element by its class, we need to provide the value of the class attribute of the element with the period, that is dot. So for example, if a class of a specific paragraph or if class of multiple paragraphs is myPara, so we will mention dot, which is period, myPara, and then the declaration block. Now providing a style with this selector will provide the style to all the elements with the same class in the file. Now since HTML elements can refer to more than one class, hence more than one set of style can be applied to an element. Now we can use an element name with its style to provide the style to an element with only that class name. There is one more selector that we use, which is known as universal selector or asterisk symbol, which selects all the elements on the page, hence can be used to provide style to every element on the page. Now we can also use a grouping selector to select all the elements to which we want to provide the same set of styles. More than one element can be used in grouping selectors by using comma. So we will mention the name of the element or the ID of the element or the class of the element, comma, and the name, ID, or class of the other element. And similarly, you can easily comma separated these names and provide a group of style to all of them. So it's pretty much of talk, and now it's time to see the things practically. Hey guys, welcome to the practical session of CSS selectors. So let me create an HTML file over here first. So I have created a name selector.html, and here I'm going to add the standard HTML code. So you can see I have added the standard code. Now let me quickly execute this by clicking on go live, and here you can see the output of the same. So there is a heading and there is a paragraph. Now here, for example, I am using internal CSS only. So if I am going to use name selector and if I want to provide a style to H1, I will simply use H1 as the selector and then I will use the declaration block. Similarly, if I want to provide a style to P, I will use P as the selector and the declaration block. Now it's up to me what kind of style I want to provide over here. So I'm just providing a color to this and a color to paragraph as well. Now once I will save this, you can clearly see the H1 is coming in red and the paragraph is coming in blue. So it doesn't matter how many H1 I am using over here. So you can see the new paragraph that I have added and the new H1 that I have added is also getting the same style. So using a name selector, if I'm providing a style to a specific name tag, then all that specific tag in the file is going to get the same style. Now let me create a new file where I am going to use ID as a selector, and here I am going to add some HTML code as well. So you can see I am having the same H1P, H1P again. That means 2 headings with H1 tag and 2 paragraphs. Now let me see the output of the same. So for that I will come on my output and I will remove everything after my folder name, and this time I will click on ID selector. Now right now I can see 2 headings and 2 paragraphs over here. Now let's suppose each heading and paragraph is having an individual ID. So you can clearly see that H1, the first H1 is having ID heading 1, the second H1 is having ID heading 2, and similarly the first paragraph is having ID para 1 and the second paragraph is having ID para 2. Now if I want to provide a style using the ID, then I will use hashtag and the name of the ID, for example heading 1, and then the declaration block, and I can provide any color that I want. So you can see only the first heading is having the red color while the second heading is not. So definitely I can use hashtag para1 and provide a specific style over here, and this will be applied to the first para itself. So using the ID attribute I can provide a style to a specific element. Now let me quickly create one more HTML page where I am going to use class for providing the style. So you can see I have created an HTML, and here you can see I have 3 headings, 2 H1 headings and 1 H2 heading and 3 paragraphs. Now here I am using class, and you know that more than one element can have the same class. So here you can see all the H1 elements I am mentioning as heading 1. The first paragraph I am mentioning class as para 1 and the last paragraph I am mentioning as para 1. Whereas the paragraph in between I am mentioning as para 2. Now let me quickly show you the output of this file. So I will go back, refresh here and open class selector. Now to provide a specific style to a specific class, I will use dot and the name of the class. So here I am providing style to heading 1 class, and I am providing a color as red. So you can see the first and the last heading is coming in red color, because both of them is having the same class name as heading 1. Similarly, para 1 as color blue, and you can see the first and the last paragraph is coming in blue color. Now one specific element can have more than one classes. So I can create a specific class and a style to it. For example, I am creating a class as dot center align, and I can mention text align property over here and value as center. And this specific class I can assign to any specific tag which I want to be in center. For example, I want this first heading to be in center, so I will provide one more class to it by using a space in between. So in the class attribute I am providing 2 class names separated by space. One is heading 1, one is center align, and once I save it, you can clearly see the first heading is coming in center. Similarly, if I want the last para to come in center, I will use space in the class value and provide this new class name over there, and hence this will also come in center. So you can provide more than one classes to the same HTML element as well. Now let me create one more HTML file where I am going to use universal selector. So let me quickly create that file. So here is the HTML file. You can see the title as universal selector. Let me quickly show you the output of the same. So I will go back, refresh and open universal selector. Now with the help of universal selector we can provide style to all the tags over there. For that I will use asterisk as a selector, and I will provide the style over here as color as blue and text align as right. And right now you can see all the text, whether it is a heading, whether it is a paragraph, it is coming as in blue color and on the right side of the page. Now definitely if I provide a specific style to a specific tag, for example I am making H2 to be in red color and center align, then definitely you can see the H2 tag is coming in center and is appearing as in red color. But the rest of the tags which have not been provided any style will use the style provided in the universal selector. Now let me create one more HTML file where I am going to show you grouping selector. So here is the file. Let me go back, refresh this page and click on grouping selector. and here is the output for the same. Now in grouping selector, we can provide style to more than one elements where we will separate their names by comma. For example, if I want H1 and H2 both to appear in red color and center align, I can use H1, comma, H2 and then the declaration block, and here I can mention color as red and text align as center. And once I will save this, you can see both H1 and H2 is appearing in red color and center align. So in grouping selector, we can mention the name of all the selectors separated by comma. So that marks the end of this video. See you soon in the next video. Till then, thank you and take care.